collectors, kids of all ages, welcome to Onesixscale channel. And today I have something really special in my collection that I had done by the artist Brian TOOMANYFIGURES. He does all custom work for you. He'll do everything, and what you're going to see before you here in this video is actually what he's done for me, and is just amazing. I'm going to start from the base and work my way up, and before I get into the real nitty-gritty of the figures, I discussed with him about a few months ago about doing a Man of Steel, and I wanted a battle damage. This is my battle damage figures. Now, why I like battle damage, it's just I just love it. I love the gore, the fight, the blood, the pain. I just want agony in some of my figures, and this is the way to do it. And I found I found Brian to do this very well, and he does extremely well. Customs, great paint apps, and just creates things, and he has a sense of ideas that when you speak to him about it, he then works with that idea and then just creates something that you're like, wow, exactly what I wanted. In my instances that I've worked with him, he's done some amazing job. He's done my Bruce Banner motorcycle. I can't tell you how awesome this gentleman is, and he has my utmost respect. I have no fear in giving him something and saying, do your thing, and he does his thing, and when it comes back, you're like blown away. And so let's get right on to the base. Brian has his own cards, official cards, TOOMANYFIGURES. He also did this manhole cover, and you can use this manhole cover in a pose however you want it, flying around. Now, this is actually the Superman base, and on the Superman base here, or the Man of Steel base, excuse me, he's actually put rebars and remodified the whole thing where look at that, cement floor, or just pieces of buildings. He put the rebars there, painted them up, and then not only that, he gave me the exploding rocks. You can change the rebars and actually put these bad boys onto where the rebars by themselves are and have the rocks flying around. Also painted up some hands, weathered them, gave me some pieces of ZOD armor where you can put them into the hand. I'll show you that hand. That was classy touch right there for me. I'll show you that right now. And here's ZOD's base. Now you see the cloth there. He put that on there. It's a nice touch, like Superman or Man of Steel just flew through there and piece got caught in the rebar as they're fighting. Now we'll cover ZOD first. Start from the head, which is super impressive what he did. He gave him a black eye, as you can see. He busted his lip. I mean, just those subtle touches are what I'm looking for. I mean, man could have just started putting a whole bunch of shit. Just subtleties is what I'm looking for, where you can change the dynamic of the figure. This is what is a custom battle damage figure. This is what I'm talking about. Those subtleties are his creativity, and that's what I love. And yes, I love Brian. You may see this video, it's all about Brian, but it's Brian and his craft, and this is what he's done for me. This is why I'm super excited. And if we go here, he did this laser rip, and it goes all the way across the chest and into the armor of the arm, and it goes all the way to the back of the neck, the other side of the neck. And I don't want to get too much into detail, not too much into details, I don't have enough time, but here's what he's done there. And on the upper neck guard area, he ripped that up, came across, boom, right down. I love that. So it's like the shooting of the laser. And again, look at the scarring on the face. That's what it's all about. That's what it's really all about. Now, here's a nice little piece that I like, that, you know, a little touch. Put a little piece of the cape on the hand, and it looks like he just ripped it, or was just like, you know, holding holding Superman's cape and just fucking begging for his life. All right, and then you see the leg there. You know, nice wound. I mean, he took some pieces off the armor. Yeah, just amazing. Just totally amazing. Now let's get to the Man of Steel here. Man of Steel. Wow. We're going to start off with his lower bottoms. The lower bottom, excuse me, of the boot. And I don't know if I'm getting enough light there, but I'll just give you a quick shot of a light. So, look at that. Nice, ripped, weathered, looks burnt. Just love it. I mean, what he's done there is just terrific. And move on to the figure here. A little bit of weathering, nice rips. And this is what I wanted to see. You know, I wanted to see a lot of damage on him, as a lot of artists depicted in comic books. You know, when he fights, he's fought, and yes, he can bleed because he's my figure, and this is what I wanted. And look what he did with the S, man. Just crippled that S. But in that S, there's a whole bunch of detail, and that's what I'm looking at. Now this is what won my heart when he sent me a picture of this. I love the fact that he left he shredded the suit, and then he left the, you know, little piece of fabric teared off. You know, that to me is detail. And you know what? It's an amazing looking figure, I'm telling you. In hand is crazy. And here in his hand, he has a piece of the armor holding it. And look at the blood on the hands, on the knuckles. It's just not on the fingers. It's on the knuckle areas where, you know, contact is made. You know, that's what I'm looking at. And then his shoulders and fists, it just ripped up. And the way he did the forearm piece, he removed some of the fabric there, and he tore them up. Just awesome. Then we'll get into the cape in a second, guys. And here's the head. Now the head, he worked some magic, some real nice magic there. I mean, that's what I wanted to see. Not a lot, but not enough to really disfigure the figure. That's what is important. You know, that was very important to me. You know, I love the fact that you can, people work on stuff, but they don't really make this major change where you can't tell who the figure is. You know, it's just amazing. I love it. Look at that. That's battle damage. All right. So the cape. Now the cape, he gave me this wired cape, man. He did such an awesome job on it. And then it's like, it's ripped, it's shredded, and what I did, I needed a little bit more of, I wanted some burn marks. So I discussed it with Brian, and I didn't mean to offend him in any way. I just wanted to add a little bit of burn. So I took a matchstick and I started burning the cape a little bit in areas, and I think I did a nice job. But I just wanted that effect. Now, if I wanted another regular cape, I can add a cape to it and have Brian shred it for me a little bit, and just, you know, one that drapes down, and have him that way. But it'll defeat the purpose of having a battle damage Man of Steel. Anyway, boys and girls, I am super excited. If you're a Superman fan, or if you're a fan of Brian, or just a fan of nice work, artistry, fantastic work, you should check out Brian. He does amazing work, and I am so happy with my battle damage. Now I'm going to encase these two and permanently put them in my little man cave display area, which I'm super excited. And of course, you guys know I'm a big Superman fan, so for me, this is like heaven right now. All right, boys and girls, and you know how I say it. Oh, did I cover the? Oh, yes, I did. I covered everything, I believe. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll definitely try to get back to you ASAP. Sub if you haven't. Like the video if you like it. And you know how I always say it. I know you don't like me, but you like my style.